Hi, I'm going to show you how to create a frame-by-frame painting effect using PaintX from CoreMelt and then apply some glitch effects to it by outputting just the mask of the strokes that we've painted. So this is the clip we're going to use here. I'll just play that for you. You can see from a music video, and we're going to do a bit of an outline glow around part of the guitar. So I'm going to add this masked track paint from C2 PaintX category. Open the editor and then choose just the normal color brush. Let's have a nice orange color. Put the opacity down and the size up a bit. Just a little bit. Okay, so you could use the arrow keys to go forward and back, or you could use Shift and the arrow key to go 10 frames forward and back. That can help when doing this kind of work. And what I'm going to do is like a rough shape because I want it to wriggle and not match exactly, because that's going to look kind of cool when we do it the way that it's going to end up. Now you'll see this stroke is across the entire frame, the entire shot. That's generally what you want if you're tracking a stroke. In this case, we just want strokes on a single frame. You have to click this icon here to change to single frame painting mode. Now when I do a stroke, a couple of strokes like this, you'll see when I go to the next frame, they're gone. So I can keep doing that to create a kind of glow worm along parts of the guitar. And yes, that will take a bit of time. So you can see the technique. I'm just doing right arrow and then drawing, right arrow, then draw, right arrow, then draw. So I'll skip ahead now to where I've already done the outline, the strokes that we want on the entire length of the clip. Okay, here's the clip that we've painted in full. I'll just play that so you can see the effect. Okay. Now, we want to add some variation to that by adding another glow effect on top of only the stroke, and then a glitch effect, again, on top of only the painted stroke. So the way you do that is that we change to show strokes only here, but we still need the background, obviously, so we hold down Alt and duplicate the clip on top of itself and get rid of the tracked paint on the bottom layer by just turning it off. Okay, so this top layer now is only the stroke, and then this is our bottom layer. I'll turn back on. Now what I'm going to do is apply some effects from CoreMelt's motion graphics box onto the strokes. So I'm going to go to C2 Luminous, which is part of a motion graphics box, and apply the chromatic glow effect here. And what this does is give us a nice little glow where you can see that the red, green, and blue channels are kind of going off in different directions, which can do some cool effects. So we can just play around with these different on-screen controls, and that lets you control the way the different channels are broken up by the glow. So play with that until you have something that you're happy with. You can also, of course, adjust the width, brightness, etc. over here. So let's go for something a bit more extreme. But then, of course, what you can do, because this is a separate clip on top, we can then take down the opacity of the clip on top to show, make the effect stronger or less. All right, so there you go, and okay. Now what we're going to do is apply the digital glitch effect on top of this. This is under C2 Shatter, but it is still part of the motion graphics box product. And I'm going to go to digital glitch, which is under here. Okay, so just copy this onto the top layer. And what this does is it is already animated as a default, and it gives you kind of broken up bits of color. It gives you a bit of jitter. It gives you a bit of animated blur, all in one go. So I'm going to turn down the breakup to be very low, and then I'm going to play with the master glitch a bit. You can see how that's changing things. If I wanted to make that a bit nicer, I would go through and then just animate the master glitch, put a bit of keyframes so that the amount of glitching is changing as she plays. So you just say, okay, add a keyframe, go further down, adjust it a bit, further down. And then, of course, you could also animate any of these other parameters to change the way that the digital glitch effect is applied. So to summarize, we've got this layer here, the top layer, which is only the strokes like this, now with the glow and glitch effects applied. And then the bottom layer, which is just the background. And then now I'll show you what the result of that looks like. Here's the result. Okay. And then what I'll do is I'll show you, this is quite strong because I wanted you to really easily see what we're doing. Here is another example that's a bit more subtle and matching the tones of the background, and on another shot as well. So that gives you an idea. There's lots of different ways you can use this. Of course, you can combine the output of the strokes with not just core melt plugins, you can use any other plugin you want on the strokes layer on its own. And we would love to see what you do. Send us samples of your work and send us questions at any time. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you.